What is going on YouTube? FitnessKensho here. First and foremost, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to click on the red subscribe button to be subscribed for future videos. Alright, with that being said, let's get started. So, as a personal trainer, I deal with a lot of people that have either injuries, special conditions, or flat out, let's be honest, they just don't want to do some shit, right? So, one thing you have to get better, anyone who's trying to look into being a personal trainer, is you have to be versatile, you have to be able to accommodate for those circumstances, or for those clients that just need some type of special need because of whatever reason, whatever the case may be, whether it be a back issue, an injury, or they just don't want to do the exercise, right? So let's say, for example, you have a client who has a lower back injury and you want to attack their mid-back. Now, most popular exercises that we have are the barbell back rows, right? We have the dumbbell rows that we kind of like kneel down here, but the thing about those two exercises, believe it or not, they put a lot of tension on the lower back. So are you gonna go with an exercise where you could potentially hurt your client, or are you gonna go the safe route where you're gonna want to take away any type of pain or avoid getting your client hurt? The answer is obvious. You want to make sure your client avoids getting injured. Therefore, you have to find those alternative exercises that are going to keep your client safe, yet you still can actually keep some type of tension on the muscle that you're trying to contract. So here's what I'm trying to say. So for that particular client that I just said that has a lower back issue, we're going to use this bench to do some rows. So how are we going to do this? Now, we're going to not lay on this bench traditionally like how we would do with our back. We're going to lay our front of our body, pretty much our stomach and our chest, onto the bench. Now we're gonna grab two dumbbells, and all we're gonna do is that once we set up and we have our front laid out on the actual bench, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick that chest out and retract our scapula, because honestly, I've always told people that the chest contracts when you stick the chest out and you're driving the tension through the chest. The same thing happens with the back when you bring the chest out and the scapula is back and you're driving the tension back through the back. And that's how you're going to get the maximum contraction. So we're going to keep the chest up, scapula contracted, and all we're going to do is do our own dumbbell rows. Now, as you can see here on the visual, the body is not being rocked. It's pretty much a slow and controlled movement. No lower back engagement. Pretty much the back engagement will happen when you actually bent over, similar to the bent over barbell rows or the actual dumbbell rows. So no lower back engagement whatsoever, no discomfort. You shouldn't feel any pain. If you have a client that has a lower back issue, this exercise will definitely be safe. And it's also, even for someone who doesn't have a lower back issue, let's say you're someone that uses momentum a lot when you're actually lifting. This exercise, you cannot use momentum. You can't rock your body. You have to stay as still as possible. And you have to pretty much, it forces your back to work independently, pretty much eliminating all those other muscle groups that can potentially help you through the actual movement. Because I know when I do barbell rows and it gets to like rep 8 and it's kind of like heavy, and I'm trying to say, fuck it, I'm trying to get to rep 12, what happens is that I lower my body so low, and then I just shoot, just rip that barbell as high as possible, do the same thing, rip it as far as possible. There's nothing wrong with cheating towards the end, but if you want to keep a slow and controlled movement and feel the muscle actually working independently on its own, this incline dumbbell row is going to be perfect for you, alright? So if you guys like the tutorials, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions regarding this actual exercise, or if you want to see any other exercises, tutorials in the future. I think I said this in my previous tutorial. The lean bulk program that I'm going to be following while I bulk up for the next 8 months is going to be on my website this upcoming week. If you are new to the channel, red subscribe button here so you are subscribed for future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. So you get that short head engaged, and then as soon as you get outward and you already have that contraction, now you're gonna twist the arm back to a hammer curl and slowly come down to get the forearms engaged, and just repeat. You're gonna repeat it in